And tomorrow, hundreds of men and women in law enforcement will descend on southeast Wisconsin to pay respect and tribute to Milwaukee police officer Kendall Corder. Corder died 3 days after a gunman ambushed him and his partner in Milwaukee. Police Chief Jeffrey Norman tonight offering a reflection on Officer Corder's character, his family, and the role the community plays in healing. The chief sat down with our Deanna Gutierrez.
Unfortunately, we're here to talk about one of your fallen officers and one that is recovering from gunshot wounds. First and foremost, I do want to talk a little bit about Officer Corder. He's a son, he's a brother, he's an uncle, he's a football player. You know, he had all of these great qualities, but you as chief, how do you describe him?
I was blessed enough to be able to meet him and be able to have a conversation in regards to the work and also just some of his beliefs. I know that it was nice to be able to hear him speak to me in regards to his love of the job and understanding that the work is hard, but he wanted to do this work. And yeah, I could see that football player's size there because I definitely had to look up rather than look right out.
If you could let us into the moment that you had with Corder's family that day at the hospital, beginning Friday or Thursday, whenever you got there, how difficult is it to have these conversations with family members who are hanging on to hope, because at that point his end of watch was not released yet?
There was a lot of pain and that there was a lot of prayers and hopes in regards to anyone who goes through this. I know that there was a lot of his other second family MPD officers. I would say that there was a lot of support and that there was communication amongst the family members with us, and that we try to be a resource, but also recognizing to give them their space, meaning that as much as he was part of MPD family, he was part of their family first.
We talk about Corder and we talk about Christopher McRae, his partner, in the same light. Officer McRae wanted to go back to work immediately. We saw pictures of him posted on District 2's Facebook page.
If he could take all the restraints off and get right back to it, he would. But I also did tell him that take your time, ensure that you are physically but also mentally prepared to be, again, engaged in this particular work. We do need him. I just want to make sure that we get the right version of him coming back.
These officers got out of their vehicle, started searching the area to approach this person that was causing concern in the neighborhood. Talk a little bit about the bravery behind that.
We also do understand that there has been unfortunate incidents that we see that no matter what training, no matter what resources you have, we unfortunately have the situation that no officer will want to go through, which is the ultimate sacrifice for the sake of our community. And it is a hard pill to swallow in regards to a reminder of just how precious life is, just how, again, the level of danger that is in our community. But this is where we get together and support one another, but also we demand to our public in regards to what we can do together to lessen the amount of danger in our community.
Police Chief Jeffrey Norman sitting down with our Deanna Gutierrez this week. Now, the suspect in this case is in jail tonight, facing multiple charges, including first-degree intentional homicide, which carries a life sentence.